You can feel immediately how light the bike is. Yeah, this is a bike you want to pedal. This one, it's so smooth, but it's an amazing torque sensor. I love this little thing. Hey everyone, Monkey Wrench Mike. What is inside the box is a carbon fiber electric bike that weighs only 42 pounds. It's packed with features like a 750 watt motor, 20 mile per hour top speed, and a step-through design, which means it's going to be easy to get on and off of. Big question is the Urtopia Joy Ultra a joy to ride? That's what we're going to find out as we take it out of the box, put it together, take it for a spin, then we're going to grade it on fit, form, and function. Here's what you get in the box. All right, you get a small toolkit. It doesn't take much to put this thing together. You get keys for the battery and you get a battery charger. I love how they've actually incorporated the way this attaches is different. The way the fender attaches is different. I'll show you that in just a second. But it's just very minimalistic, which I think is very, very smart. Here she is all put together, and I gotta tell you, I love the look of it. It's very minimalistic, it's very sculpted, it's very beautiful. And you get your choice of 5 different colors. You can get this in rose red, cream, pink, glacier blue, and charcoal gray, okay? This is, I mean, it's just so beautiful. It was so easy to put together. Absolutely, you saw it, and for the first time ever, I mean, the design, they had so much thought into this. The connectors for your front fender are on the inside. So I didn't really put this together the right way. I would put the fender on first and then put the wheel in with the tire. It gives you easier access to the little bolts right here. But instead of ugly bolts on the outside of the frame right there, no, it's on the inside. Great idea. I love it, I love it, I love it. So here are the specs of the Joy Ultra. This is a 42 pound, like I said, carbon fiber frame, electric bike, 750 watts of peak power, 60 Newton meters of torque, 20 mile per hour top speed. So it's a class 2 electric bike. You get a range of 70 miles. Your battery is hidden right in here in the frame. I think that is so beautiful. You have 4 levels of pedal assist. There's a torque sensor with 0 delay. Now, usually sometimes when you hit the torque sensor, it takes a second or two for it to kick in, and that can kind of throw you off. This is supposed to be just immediate. It gives you 30% more range than a cadence sensor. You have hydraulic brakes, front and back right here. It's going to take you 3.5 hours to charge the actual battery. You have front and rear lights right here. I still have the little protector on this one, so we'll take it off like that. We have a Shimano right here, 8-speed gear system, which I think is really, really cool. This is like your gas pedal, your little trigger right here. This is your brake. You have, look at the actual instrument cluster. Very monochromatic. You have the miles per hour. The battery comes, mine was 75% charged. It has an RPM meter right there. I think it is just so cool. And then you have all these different modes. There's Eco, can you see? Tour, Boost, Turbo. So those are your pedal assist modes right there, okay? You have a manual little bell, which I think is cool. And this is where you adjust it up and down right there. I think this is beautiful. Most importantly though, there's a place to hide an AirTag, which is under the seat right there. You get a 2-year warranty with this. 2 years. Very few bike manufacturers offer a 2-year warranty. And then because it's carbon fiber, it's 45% lighter than aluminum alloy and 3 times as stiff. This is going to be so much fun to ride. It is a step-through model, so it's going to be easy to get on and off. And look at this. You can change, you hit the M button right here, and you can change all these things right here. It keeps track of everything you could ever want. Look at that. I think that is so cool. Before we get to the riding experience of the Joy, a couple of things I want to emphasize. One, RV.com, which is a very well-known and trusted website for RVers, you know, people that drive those motorhomes. I used to drive it. They came out and said that the Joy is almost a perfect riding experience. They loved this thing. They loved the lightweight. They loved the fact that you could throw this in the RV. Everything about this thing they absolutely loved. And if you happen to live upstairs or you have an apartment with some stairs, this would be the perfect bike, because at 42 pounds, it is super light and you can take it anywhere you want to go. So with that being said, let's get this upstairs in my house. All you gotta do, open the door here. Look how light this is. You can take this thing anywhere. Pick it up just like this. We're gonna take it right inside. Then we'll just close the door, keep the cold air out. Put the kickstand down, and away we go. This thing is so portable, so light. Look at my stairs. These are very narrow, very steep. I'm having zero trouble at all getting this thing upstairs. So if you do have stairs, if you live in a second floor apartment, this bike is perfect for you. Well, here she is, and she is lovely. The design, like I've said over and over again, is very, very cool. It's a smaller bike. You have smaller tires. What you're getting, though, is the design, the engineering, the thought, and the performance. Yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic. Super lightweight, super easy to get on. Now, you'll notice we have a cargo-style kickstand, so it keeps the rear wheel off the ground, and the bike is perfectly perpendicular. That's a good word. There we go. Okay, let's do some power. And you'll notice I've already adjusted the handlebars. This will actually come up, and then these handlebars can go this way like this too. So I've raised it a little bit to give me a little more riding room. I love the pads. They're super nice. We are in pedal assist 0. Let's go to eco. We're going to start off in tour with my right thumb. We're going to see what she's about. Okay. Well, 60 Newton meters of torque, 750 watt peak power. I'm going 17 already. That's 19. They say top speed is 20. It feels like I could do more than that. This is nice. We'll get up here, we'll do a brake check, which I always like to do right off the bat just to see how the brakes are. You ready? Brakes are nice. They are really nice. Okay, let's do some gear changes. We'll get into top gear. Oh, these are crisp. You can feel immediately how light the bike is. Okay, that's 5th gear, 6th, 7th, now that's 7th, and this should be 8. Oh, perfectly tuned. Yeah, that Shimano 8-speed is super nice. Now the bike does not really have a suspension, so you don't get the front fork, you don't get the rear shock underneath you, and the saddle is a little small, I'll tell you that, but this bike is solid for being carbon fiber. It is super strong, super light. Oh my goodness, here we go. This is the part of the review where we go down a really bad part of the road. I think that's my FedEx guy pulling up behind me. Here we go. Look at this. Okay. Well, I can tell there's no suspension. Not a problem. It's a little rougher. You got these nice tires though. This is ultra quiet. It is very quiet. The brakes are nice. The seat or the saddle is rather stiff. I mean, there is some cushion, not a whole lot, but it's not bad. Okay, here we go. Nice. Now, we're gonna go up torque hill. Let me put this into turbo mode. And this is all bike. Anything above 12, of course, means a passing grade. We're cruising at 15, 16.3, 15.8, 15, 13.7. We're going 12.6, 12.4. Don't drop below 12, baby. Come on. Uh-oh, 11.6. 11.4. I feel like this, but the speedometer on this is very accurate. Sometimes the bikes will really kind of tweak the speedometer, and they'll say you're going, 15, you're actually going 12. This one feels legitimate. We're going 10.6 right now. So I wish we had a little more torque. But we've got a long range with this battery. Yeah, 10.9. So we're a little below 12. Nothing major. That's okay. Let's do some pedaling now. Get some exercise. Yeah, immediately you can tell. You just feel the bike is super light. And it's that zero delay torque sensor. I'm loving it already. So with the torque sensor, there's two types of sensors. Of course, there's a cadence sensor, and that means as long as you're pedaling, and your feet are going around and around, the bike's going to kick in, whether you're actually putting any effort to it or not, if that makes sense. Now with a torque sensor, it's how much torque is applied. So you have to be pushing down on the pedals for the torque sensor to kick in. And sometimes there can be, a 1 or 2 second delay. This is immediate. I can feel that. Oh yeah, super nice. Okay, well, it's peppy. It'll take off quickly, and it is very maneuverable. Here we go. Yeah, I've been on the bike 2 minutes, and I'm taking my hands off the handlebar already. This is very well put together. We're gonna come down here. Sometimes I like to play with the brakes, right, left, right, left. Yeah, I'm loving the sensor, the torque sensor. Huge difference. Now we're just coasting now. I'm coasting, this is 28 miles an hour. 28.3, and it's steady as can be. This bike could use it's perfectly tuned the way it is, but it could handle way more torque. As stiff as everything is, as strong as the carbon fiber is, as perfectly aligned as those tires are, yeah, it can handle way more. This is really enjoyable. I'll do some side to sides right here. Yeah, this is a bike you want to pedal. Some bikes I just like to do the throttle and let the bike do all the work. This one, it's so smooth, and knowing exactly when the torque is going to kick in, I mean, it's immediate, it makes you want to pedal. So this is something to look at if you're really wanting to, get in shape. You want to get those knees moving again, the hips moving again, keep that heart pumping. It just makes it fun. Let's do some downshifts. And you can pedal as fast as you want. Here we go. Now, it does feel like a smaller bike. Some of the bikes, you're like king of the road. I mean, the tires are so big, you're sitting so high up. This is on the smaller side, so you're not that far off the ground, which I think a lot of people would like. My badunkadunk wishes there was a little more padding in the seat though. But it's an amazing torque sensor. Very nice. Hi. And you can stand up and then, there you go. Let the bike do some work. This is kind of fun. Yeah, I want to pedal some more. Here we go. When have I said that lately? Never. And I can tell you this display right here is, even in the bright sunlight, I can see exactly what's going on. See, I can see exactly what's going on. I see the battery usage, how much battery is left, miles per hour. It has an RPM, 54 RPM, and then it drops to 0. So I guess it does work. That's 50 revolutions per minute. If I go down, it goes up. 88, 84, 85. I can go real fast. 100 and something RPM. Now I'm getting a workout. I love this little thing. Yeah, this is a good little bike. It's going to cost you more than a lot of electric bikes, but it's going to be very, very nice to ride. And with the warranty, yeah, you're not going to have to worry about anything for a long time. And I'm glad I adjusted the handlebars to come up a little bit. That's nice. It's a really nice, comfortable riding position. All right, well, Mikey likes. Let's go ahead and grade the Joy Ultra on fit, form, and function. Let me say, oh, what a joy it was to ride the Joy, but you knew that was coming. Anyway, this is a very special bike, okay? First of all, it is super duper light, carbon fiber frame, super stiff, and it doesn't weigh very much at all, okay? Let's go ahead and grade it for fit, the way that it was packaged. This company thinks differently than a lot of other electric bike companies. You saw in the way that it was packaged, how it was put together. They protected it differently. There is not a scratch on this thing at all. And like with a regular aluminum alloy frame, you have the weld seams and all that kind of, this is sleek and smooth and gorgeous. I love it. I love it. I love it. So absolutely, it was not difficult at all to put together. Super duper easy, super adjustable. So yeah, super good score. For fit, we're giving it an A. Form, look at this thing. It is unbelievable. So adjustable right here in the handlebars. You can even adjust. This is your little instrument cluster right here, your speed and everything. And you can adjust it. So if you want this straight up, you can adjust this so, you know, it's just wherever you want it to be. But you don't have to worry about sunlight because it doesn't seem to affect it. I could see this the whole time I was riding it. The pads on the handlebars are super duper nice. The brakes are great. The little bell, it's a nice little sound. And I had it above 20 miles an hour. I like it so much. We're giving it an A for form and function. It is not the fastest bike at all, but it is perhaps one of the most joyful bikes that I have ridden because you just want to pedal. You really, really do. It is such a joy. It is so easy to ride. And this instant torque, okay? It's just, I can feel a difference. I really can. With the cadence, those are nice. I like the torque sensors, but then you get the delay. No delay here at all. And I've just noticed they've done the pedals differently. Look at this. Look how comfortable that's going to be. They look at everything differently. The way this attaches is different. The way the fender attaches is different. It's metal. Yeah. This is a quality bike. You get a great warranty with it. So absolutely, we're giving it an A+ for function. If you want to get some more information on the Urtopia Joy Ultra, look at the description box below. I'll have a link there for you. It's a little more pricey than other bikes, but you're paying for the design, you're paying for the carbon fiber, and just the quality of the bike itself. Retail is $24.99. They have it marked down to about $21.99, I believe, right now, so you're going to save some money. It is more expensive than some electric bikes. But those bikes, you know, they're not going to last as long as this one, and they're not as well built as this one. This one is just perfect. It absolutely is. All right, so please use the link in the description box and go check out the Joy Ultra. It'll bring joy to your life, I guarantee. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. We're back with another electric bike review, or perhaps a scooter, or perhaps an old-fashioned fix-a-car video. All right, have a good day. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.